Hey beauty, this is Sandy popping in because I thought I was going to wait till next week to start these episodes about tapping through tumultuous times. However, even though I have to get to some work because I'm preparing to do a live class, in-person class tomorrow, I must come now because I'm getting too many messages, too many people are really anxious, are fearful, or are just overwhelmed with what's happening. Some are outraged, truly angry, and some are very sad, disappointed. I mean, it's the whole gamut of every emotion possible. And so let's do some tapping about that right now. And as I go along and do more of these episodes, I want to pick one emotion or one feeling and go with that and see how that works for us. And I don't know, we'll see. Because as we tap, another thing can come through. And you may have seen what I've done before. Excuse me, I have no script or anything, which I rarely have anyway. But I just want you to know that when we feel any kind of stress, whether we're really being triggered up and we're feeling a lot of emotion, a lot of intensity, or we just feel kind of off, it's time to take a breath, to take a pause. And even if you need to excuse yourself, go into the restroom, or the car is a great place to go, somewhere where you can be truly private and say the truth of what's on your mind, because all of that's there and it needs to be expressed. Because when we push it down and we don't say things, or we just try to be nicer about it and not be too expressive, it gets stuck in our body, because the body keeps the score, as is one of those great books. If you haven't read it, it's amazing. But the idea of knowing that your body holds messages for you. When you feel a stress somewhere, pay attention to it. And often something magical will happen. You will feel the release, and more importantly, you will be able to think clearly. And I can get into a lot of that at another time. I just want to bring you this moment of tapping to express how we feel. And since I don't have you here with me, I can't see your comments yet. I'm using my phone because it's the new phone that has the best camera that I own right now. And I just am being called to do this for you. So tune in. And if you can't do this right away, you're seeing this, but you don't have time, save it for later. Come back to the replay. I mean, it's always going to be on YouTube, so it'll always be here. And I'm going to make an attempt to label each of the episodes so you know what it is. But come with me. Take a nice breath. And as you felt into your body, and you see where your stress is sitting. When I get really ramped up or I get triggered quickly, and we never really know what it truly is that does that until we do the tapping and investigative stuff. It's what I do in the coaching. But in that moment, you're not really sure. But for me, it's like a breath gets taken away, like, and it's almost like I want to hyperventilate, or my heart starts beating faster. It happened to me about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago. Something was said and I got triggered, but I was already a bit nervous because I had to go drive in the snow to get to an appointment. And it was one that I needed to get to, and thought that it was okay to go. And this big squall came through when I had to drive. So it was like doubly, right? But so I knew. But sometimes we do not know exactly why we feel the way we do. I think right now, all around the world, we know why we feel the way we do. And the triggering can actually be something that our bodies and our subconscious mind remember as something that happened before in our lives. Often when we were very young. Most of it comes from when we're quite young. But then that's built upon throughout our lives, different experiences. So you might ratchet back to something. And that particular day for me, it went back to my late husband and some of the things he would say to me. So just remember that, and we don't need to know all of that today. We just know that we are in a state of something. So as you feel into your body and you feel that stress, just see how intense it feels. Notice how intense it feels. And we're going to start tapping. And traditional tapping, we start with the side of the hand, and I know a lot of the tapping you may see out there on the internet and YouTube, etc. There's a lot of, even though I feel like this, I love and accept myself. Well, what I have learned, I learned it pretty fast, is that, again, that subconscious mind in your body is not ready to hear that. It's upset. And it might actually be really in a self-doubt mode and criticizing, etc., that inner critic being there. It is not ready to hear any of that. So you can start that way, and you can say, I'm just going to honor how I feel, but I usually leave that till later after we've shifted the energy. So right now, tune in. How does that feel in your body right now? Where is it? And what's the primary issue around it? Dig into that and ask how it is. What is it you're feeling? That there's a bodily sensation there, and it's wrapped up in an emotion. So is that emotion some sort of anger, frustration, inability to do anything, that I'm not doing enough, self-doubt, true outrage, wanting to do something, or wanting to just pull the covers over your head, bury your head in the sand, so to speak, and knowing that that's not going to help either. So kind of being a bit resigned at what's going on. Or are you a bit uplifted, hopeful? Because we can go from feeling helpless because of where we are and what we can and can't do, but are we hopeful as we watch the people who can do something out there doing something, whether it's marching together against the people who are committing the horrific things going on, or writing, calling to the people who are responsible, all the different things that they're doing. Are we hopeful? Is it sadness and grief and loss, such disappointment? Whatever is there, find your word. And when I use a word, you can substitute yours or add it to what I'm saying. So all you need to do is tap along with me. Tap where I tap and say what I say, add or substitute the words, and then see how you feel. Look for the shift in your body. And sometimes for me, that's what it is. I just get this more relaxation, shoulders come away from my ears, I'm breathing more easily, my heart slows down. So for you, it can also be a tear, or lots of them, a yawn, a sneeze, a cough, a burp, anything from your body is energy. So sometimes, excuse me, that just came up. Sometimes it can also be some tingling, a shivering. There can be all sorts of things that'll go on. Just note whether you're feeling less stressed as you go along. And generally it happens, you'll just feel this shift going on in the body. And I'd love for you to let me know. Tell me in the comments how this is resonating for you as you learn to do this, because I'm taking a while to explain it, and really we want to dive right in. So without further ado, let's start tapping. I'm just going to say today it is hovering around my heart in the chest space, you know, that heart chakra area. And I'm feeling it more at the back of my heart and sort of at that, still at the torso, and what I would say is the third chakra, which is about taking action. And sometimes when we can't, that will tighten up. Okay, so you find yours and come along with me. And what I'm feeling is, it's really a mixture of the outrage and the heartache. They're all mixed up together there. Okay, so another breath. We're going to start tapping. I am so stressed right now. Side of the eye. So much anxiety. Under eye. And I feel it in my body. On your nose. I'm feeling it in my heart. And in my solar plexus at the back of my heart. Collarbones. And this is really hard. It's too hard. Underarm. And I don't know what to do. Top of the head. What can I do? Eyebrow. What if I'm not doing enough? Side of the eye. I'm not doing enough. Under the eye. And this hurts. Under nose. And I'm so afraid. Chin. There's so much fear. Collarbones. Not only in me, but all over the world. Underarm. I am afraid. Top of the head. I fear for my friends and my family. Eyebrow. I'm afraid for my neighbors. Side of the eye. I'm afraid for my community. Under the eye. For my whole country. Under nose. The entire world. Chin. What is going on? Collarbones. I am so sad and disappointed. Underarm. This is not how it's supposed to be. Top of the head. All this frustration. Eyebrow. So frustrated about everything. Side of the eye. Anxiety. Under eye. Lots of fear. Under nose. Fearful, feeling helpless. Chin, hopeless. Collarbones. I'm just going to honor how I feel. And let's stay here at the collarbones. Remember, you can use both hands or just one. Of course I would be anxious. Of course I would be afraid. And I'm just going to honor that. And I also honor that right here and right now, I'm doing the best that I can. And I am open to bringing in hope for peace. And just take a nice breath. You're welcome to keep tapping here at the collarbones or now at the side of your hand. literally all the points if you wish. Just feel now. You may have heard me sigh. Bigger breath. There's definitely a shift happening there. It has softened. I can tell that I need to keep going. I need more tapping. So you can do the same. Either keep going now or later. It's especially good before bed and first thing in the morning to bring you clarity, to clear your head so that you can sleep well, to clear your head so you can get through your day knowing which step to take next. And even if that step is to rest so that you can move forward, that's what you need to do. And know that tapping is one of the best forms of self-care and self-love you can do. So I'm sending you love and light today. Stay tuned for more. As I get into next week, I will start bringing you more of this. And please let me know, what is it that's on your mind? What's keeping you awake at night? What are the emotions? What are the feelings? Where are you feeling it in your body? Give me some feedback so I can create the best tapping for you. And as you learn this, you can replay it with just the audio to be guided. And then as you keep going, you won't need that guidance either. But I'm going to be here doing the best that I can for you. It is my mission. So stay tuned. Love and light.